In this example, we are looking at ICICI Bank on 15 minutes time frame. Okay, let's consider from this particular point onwards. As you can see, price is falling down and then rising up. So if we draw a trend line like this, it's a valid trend line where it is having first touch, second touch, a fake move, and then finally break with a retest. Okay, so this is showing all necessary conditions which we need to trade the trend line. So let's see whether these two touch are following my conditions or not. Okay, so let's draw Fibonacci from this point to this low. As you can clearly see, my 50% level is here, where this low is unable to go even up to 38%. So for us, this particular trend line is not a valid one. And now if we go on the daily 5 minutes time frame, the lower time frame, and if we see here, check, are we able to get a cross trend line? Yes, here we are able to get a cross trend line, and the move we got is a very sloppy one, slow move. Then after that, we are not even able to get a proper cross trend line because this is almost close to horizontal. Here after this sharp move and this sharp rally, you will not get any cross trend line at all. And after that we are getting this cross trend line, but next day market opens up with a gap. So it's not easy for us to trade a trend line. Here we only got, out of these opportunities, we only got only one opportunity which is tradable. So this becomes risky. So that's why on 15 minutes, that is our higher time frame, we will not consider this as a trend line. Okay, because the points it is touching, the first touch, second touch, and this is the bottom of this move. If I draw a Fibonacci, it is not coming in between 50 and 60. I want this price to come in between this particular zone, but since it is not coming, I will not trade this particular thing, this particular trend using trend line. Okay, now here we can see the price reversed. Okay, let me adjust the chart so that those who are watching it on mobile can see it clearly. Okay, now my price made this low, bounced back till this point and made this low. Again after that bounced back till this point to make a higher high and came down to make a new low. Now here price is not making any higher high, but still price is making higher low. Okay, so now if we check whether this point and this point are satisfying my condition, so I'll draw a Fibonacci, and as you can see the price is exactly coming where we want it to come, between 50 and 61% zone. So now we will draw a trend line from this point touching this point, something like this. Okay, now if I extend this trend line in future, like this. Okay, now see how much void we are getting. Okay, see how much void we are getting here. More the void, we will have good moves. Okay, so let's check on 5 minutes time frame. Always remember you have to draw your trend lines on higher time frame. Okay, so here my price is going up and I have this particular cross line where it opened here somewhere. Sorry, this is 915. Yeah, the price opened somewhere The price opened with a gap down, immediately came back to test the cross line. Next candle, it again tries to go up, and that's your entry. You can buy at the high of this particular candle. Okay, and with the target of this particular low where your gap will fill. See how exactly the price came, touched that point and started falling down again. Then the way the price is falling, you will not get any particular cross trend line. If even if you draw a trend line, cross trend line like this will be a forced trend line. Trading such kind of trend line is bit tough. Okay, now after that price rallied up till this particular high and did a pullback. After that, this particular price, this breach or broke this particular high and trying to sustain above it. So next day, if you try to buy here, this will be a valid entry. But unfortunately, price didn't perform well and immediately came back to test this particular low. Okay, now price going up. Now some people might think that can we draw a trend line like this? Okay, technically yes, it is a trend line where it is having these many number of touches and finally retest to break down. Okay, but for us, we will not draw any trend line on our trading time frame. We will only draw trend line on higher time frame. If you don't know what is trading time frame and what is higher time frame, I request you to watch Trendline part 1 video where I have explained this clearly. After that, we have this particular long move where the price is going to test the trend line like this. This is my cross trend line. Okay, now if you remember from 15 minutes, unless and until we have these 2 points in place, we will not be able to draw a trend line. Okay, so on 5 minutes till this point I'll be not able to draw a trend line. I will not know whether there is a trend line or not. So taking trade here is out of question. Okay, now after getting this point, which is 50% retracement and price trying to go up, unable to go up and coming back to test this line, this is your first opportunity. People like smart traders will be able to see this, and after that you can see what happened with the price in just matter of like one this this is 1 p.m. 1:15 p.m. and he made the high at 1:25 p.m. next day. So just matter of half plus half day, your price jump from 408 to 422, just 5%. Okay, so this is the power. Here we also had this cross trend line, but check how much profit would you have got. You might have entered at the high of this bar and your take profit would have been somewhere here, the low of this gap. So here you are entering at 405 and you are exiting at 409, whereas here this is a valid proper cross line and this is the move you might achieve. Okay, here also the price is like falling slowly and does this dip and immediately bounce back up. So if you draw a cross line like this, you may see that the price crossed, did the retest, gave you an entry and immediately bounced back. So you might have taken, you may take entry at 416 and your target is like last previous high, where you will book your half quantities immediately, which is your 420, and after that price stays there. Then price came back down, and you can again see you have a trend line, a cross trend line like this. Okay, price crossed up the trend line, came back to retest, tries to go up but unable to even cross this high, and came back on this cross trend line to retest again. And after that it starts bouncing, and your day ends in a consolidation. But on the very next day, as the price opens above this high, that's your entry at the open itself, if you can spot it. Okay, and your first like move, first pullback, and then second move, second pullback, and in third move, when the price is not able to breach its previous high, you may want to book your profits. Okay, now if we go ahead, you can see the price was coming down, and the speed with which it broke the trend line. Whenever you see a trend line is breaking like that, it's clear that your trend is reversed, and you may want a test to happen. Here, the test is not coming to touch the trend line but halting here. And you can see a small narrow range is formed where the price is trading after breaking the trend line. Okay, and as soon as the price breaks this, you may enter your short trades. And after that, as you can see here, the price rallied down till the last trading session. Okay, so these are your two examples on the buy side. Let's move on to some examples on the sell side, that is falling trend line.